What's up, everybody? I'm Kale with the Punter Sheets, and this is Inside the Five. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about a sport that I absolutely hated growing up. Absolutely hated this sport, and that sport is softball. And some of you are probably wondering, why would you hate softball when you were growing up? Well, here's the thing. My sister, who's 2 years older than me, played on a traveling team that both of my parents coached. So from the age of like 10 to about 16, I was going to her traveling softball games. And you know, those can be really boring when you're just a kid growing up. Really, really boring. So anyway, I absolutely hated softball growing up. Yeah, I mean, it's not that softball is a bad sport, but just as a kid, it gets super boring. Anyway, let's just get to the main point of this episode. And that is softball better than baseball? Now, some of you are probably thinking, there's no way he's going to say softball is better than baseball. I mean, A, he probably played baseball when he was younger because he's a guy, and 2, he just told us about how much he hated softball when he was younger. But here's the thing. In my honest opinion, softball is so much better to watch than baseball. And yes, I said watch because this episode is about watching, not playing. Okay, so I'm going to give you several reasons why I think softball is much better watched than baseball. And you might not agree with these, but that's okay, because they're my opinions and you don't have to agree with me. Like we've discussed on the first episode of the show, you don't have to agree with me. These are my opinions, so you can get over them. First, softball is just a quicker game in general. Like, who wants to sit out here and watch like 3.5, 4-hour baseball games? I mean, softball is only 7 innings as opposed to baseball being 9 innings. I mean, that's just 2 innings, but at the same time, softball players can't lead off. They can't lead off the bases. So you don't have pitchers always trying to pick runners off all the time because they literally can't lead off. And also, softball has a mercy rule. So if a team is down by more than 8 or more after 5 innings, the game's just over. Now, how great would that be? There's some baseball games that literally last like 5 hours because the team just can't get an out. They literally can't get an out. So if the game gets to 5 innings and you're up by 10 in softball, the game's over. Everybody's done. It's awesome. Awesome. The game is just shorter. It's more fast-paced. There's just a lot going on that makes softball better. Second reason I like softball better. The best pitchers get to pitch pretty much every single game. Now, in softball, basically, they get to pitch every game because it's a lot less strenuous on your arm. You can literally pitch over 200 pitches in a day and probably just be a little tired. The reason that softball pitchers can pitch pretty much most of the game is because softball pitchers throw underhand, and that's a lot less strenuous on your arm than throwing overhand or just having that torque like they do in baseball all the time. I mean, I've seen softball pitchers throw 200, almost 250 pitches in a single game and pitch the entire game. I mean, it's absolutely insane. And that, to me, is a great thing because that means your best pitchers get to pitch all the time. Whereas in baseball, your best pitcher might be pitching every 3rd or 4th game. At best, every 3rd or 4th game. That just makes some of those games not as fun to watch. Third, now this may not correlate directly, but in my opinion it does. The smaller fields allow for so many more home runs. So basically, I'm saying that softball is better to watch than baseball because it's faster and you get to see the best players play almost every game. Okay, that's all I have for today, folks. But before I go, I just want to give a shout out to UCLA softball for winning the national championship for the 12th time. 12th time in school history. That is incredible. You girls certainly deserved it. You played incredibly over this whole year. Anyway, stay tuned next time for another Inside the Five.